and then give us our own little personal opinion, or what we think is better.
Our POV.
Point of view, baby.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and kick it off with the streets. You know what I mean? So I know typically in the streets, you just automatically think all money in the streets is just fast money and illicit. Yeah. But that's not necessarily totally true, There's a lot of money that you could get in the streets that is totally legit, because obviously when you think about fast money and slow money and, in the aspects of the streets, you already automatically think about something.
We always tend to put that negative connotation on fast cash.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, break that down for them real. First, you want to break down fast cash, period?
Yeah, just fast cash, period. What is fast cash, bro?
Yeah, well, to me, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because it just opened my eyes when I just said the negative connotation to the word fast. Mm-hmm. But previously, to me, fast cash, it was always, getting your money through some type of illegal, scheme or hustle. Mm-hmm. Whether it's boosting, pimping, stealing, robbing, scamming, swiping credit cards.
All that.
You know what I'm saying? Breaking in cars, smashing, grabs, selling dope, weed, pills, heroin.
Hey, it all, man. It's so much illicit.
Long con, short con. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to me, fast cash is you getting it fast. It's coming in fast, and with that being said, it's like fast repercussions could come along with that. You know what I'm saying? The repercussions could come even faster, and they could be good or bad. You could blow up fast, or you can get blown up fast. Meaning, you know what I'm saying, jail time. Yeah. People around you can get hurt or killed, or maybe even yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, to me, that's fast cash, is when you chasing it fast, and you getting it right then and there. You getting it right then and there, and it's coming in fast.
It's coming in fast.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. It's coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Hold on, let me adjust this. I feel like y'all gonna be a little cricket.
Yeah,
I feel like there was a little cricket on y'all, man. I'm trying to make sure y'all had a perfect little angle on this and stuff. It was kind of irritating me a little bit.
Yeah.
You looking cricket. But back to it. Yeah, that fast cash, man. It's dangerous. It's dangerous when you get it in a dangerous way.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But it's actually, fruitful when you get it in a good way,
Yes, sir.
So, with that said, I want to touch on some ways that you can get, fast cash a legal way, because there's plenty of hustlers that's out here that's getting fast cash in the streets,
Right.
At least from where we from, in Southern California, Southeast San Diego,
Yes, sir.
we had the hustlers. We had the Mexicans walking around with pillows, cotton candy, corn, hopping out with little trucks with everything you can imagine. Damn near Wavo, the Eggman coming down. They was out there in the streets. You know what I mean? Selling produce products. You know what I mean? Yes, selling, out there hustling. Legitimate. Not selling poison or tearing down the community. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So I think that I don't knock it because everybody played the cards that they was dealt. But it's like there is other opportunities to get legitimate money. You always see the little kids at the stores, selling candy for their little fundraisers, or just to get what they need to get,
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, sir.
That's fast money too, because they actually getting that money that day in their hand right there at that time in the moment. It's not like they're going to work and they're waiting on the check later. There's nothing wrong with that too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, it just seems that when you in the streets, the fast money is considered fast money because you in the streets.
Yeah.
But it also comes slow.
So
You know what I mean?
yeah, so basically you opening their eyes to realize that you can be getting fast cash in the street, but it don't have to be illegal.
No.
You can, you know what I'm saying, you can open, you don't limit your grind.
Don't limit your grind.
The grind is limitless. You know what I'm saying? It's all type of things you could be out here selling that's legit and that you could be LLCing.
Man.
And getting money fast right then and there.
Right then and there.
Out the trunk of the car type shit.
Exactly. It's like we want to get this money so fast, but you can learn a little bit faster and get some money get more money in the same amount of time that you putting in doing something illegal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
doing less. Cause once you figure out one thing, cause we in the times. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We in the times of where you can sell any fucking thing. Literally.
Yes, sir. You got the internet booming.
You got the internet
digital
booming.
revolution.
You know what I mean? The digital revolution is here. We're living through it. You got the metaverse. You got all these things that's coming out. You know what I mean? It's a time where if you're a good artist, you could be drawing arts and selling NFTs. You feel me? If you got any type of game you got, because everybody is good at one thing, bro. You feel me? We could agree on that everybody is good at least one thing that you're good at.
You for sure got a calling from the day you was born, I believe.
You just have to learn how to use that one thing you're good at. You have to learn how to turn that into to revenue, into making money. You know what I mean? But that's not even the hard part. The hard part is really just identifying what you're good at. And 9 times out of 10, somebody every day is telling you you're good at something. You just might be neglecting it. You know what I mean? You're not answering your calling. As soon as you wake up and answer your calling, the more fruitful you're going to get.
Sure.
The more fruit you're going to get.
For sure.
The more people you can bless, the more you can reciprocate.
For sure. Like the real said, he just trying to wake y'all game up to expanding your horizons first and foremost. We not knocking anybody on a fast grind, illegal or whatsoever.
Yeah.
We just trying to open people's eyes so niggas won't get caught up in the game. Especially, our people, other peoples, other tribes, other races. We try not to let people or have people get caught up in the game. Open your eyes one time and Cause hey, we have to,
people had to go through it. They didn't know. Some motherfuckers, people wasn't telling them. That's all they kind of knew. They didn't know nothing. They just got enhanced and boom, that's what happened.
We know everybody can't go to college. No. Everybody ain't born with a silver spoon in their mouth. No. And everybody just don't get the information in their households. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's why we here to share information.
That part. Each one teach one. Still sharper still.
You know what I mean?
So
like I was telling my boy, you know what I mean? We learning every day. I'm learning every day.
Man.
You feel me? If you're not learning every day, shit, something wrong. Something wrong.
Don't get caught up in the game.
Don't get caught up in the
cold game. Don't get caught up in any game. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like, if you got to do it, do what you got to do. Get the fuck out. We not promoting it, but at the same time, we not looking down upon it either.
Exactly. We not looking
I'm not better than
no one. Exactly.
No one or no. We been there, done that. It's just for me personally, I'm nigga too damn old to be out here selling stuff.
Hey man, motherfucker too old to be doing the same shit, man.
Yeah.
It be time to give it up, because a lot of these hustles ain't, they ain't got a 401k. They ain't got
no benefits. Ain't no benefits in the coke game. So it's like shit.
But a bullet in jail time.
Exactly that part. So it's like man. That shit's shorter than a lifespan of an NFL running back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Way shorter than that.
Way shorter, man. Yeah,
shit.
Man. Shit, you be gone here today, gone tomorrow.
And we ain't talking about a torn ACL, man. Motherfucker gonna get a torn, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna get a 10-piece, man.
Yeah.
About chicken.
They gonna tear your ass off with a 10-piece.
Yeah, man.
Or somebody gonna tear your ass off with some hot ones.
Man.
Yeah, that part.
Man, people don't know about that dub. Get a dub. Like, ooh.
And it's crazy because it just made me think of something right off the dribble. When you chasing that fast cash, it seems to elicit fast emotions out of your peers. Like you bubbling off the dope game or the weed game or the pimp game,
Mm-hmm.
then you bubbling fast, then it's gonna bring upon fast emotions in other people.
And fast reactions.
Fast emotions and fast reactions, and
Mm-hmm.
and it could be good or bad. It might bring some jealousy on fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of niggas get
a lot of people crash out, or not even wanting to crash out. It's just it happened so fast, and they reacted, and then now they're in this situation.
And then, like we was saying, our culture is like nowadays, our culture is the standards is higher when it comes to our culture. Like we got high standards, like especially with the gear, with the material shit.
Materialistic. Back in the day, you was fly, like you said, with a pair of Dickies, some Nikes, a Nietzsche, some
Sean John jeans, Air Force Ones, baby. You know
what I mean? It was simple. You could spend you could spend $100, $80, $50 and be fitted and go somewhere and not feel out of the blue. Not out of the blue, but weird. Not even weird, but just like
wasn't
not
no pressure.
You
ain't got to pull up.
Like you not fitting in. Like
with a brand.
You in. Everybody is pretty much in that same
the
status.
brands was affordable.
All the brands was affordable. Everybody had that even status. Yeah, it was a little bit people that couldn't get that, but like for the majority part, everybody still had a little something.
Now the standards is up here.
Exactly. Now you got people wanting the Gucci and the Louis and
the Balenciaga,
the Balenciagas. Celine, all of them. Off-White,
That shit costing. So now
you need about a band or two just to look all right. Excuse me. You need a band or two just to look all right. So now you taking upon bigger risks just to get something that ain't even gonna have no gratification, ain't even sustaining no wealth, ain't even really doing nothing.
And you chasing that bag faster.
Chasing that bag just to impress somebody that don't even give a fuck about you, or you really don't even give a fuck about. So it's like it's time to change the narrative.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that's what we on.
Yeah, sure enough.
So yeah, we gonna go ahead and switch it over to slow money, fast money in business / the work environment.
Slow money, fast money in the business game. Break that down, OC, because so what's break that down, like how you relate to business and slow money, and then
okay. So how I would relate to business and slow money, just off top of the.
What is slow money in business?
What is slow money? Well, you know what? To the people that look like me, they automatically think just work in general, business in general,
just
is
work.
Slow money.
You could be working from Mickey D's, or you could be a RN,
or you could be owning your own car shop or donut shop, whatever. People have that thought in their head that's still slow money. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like just think about it. Like it's like, oh man, what you got? Oh, I gotta go to work, and then niggas like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh man, it's like it's slow money, like because people automatically think like you're gonna get more money in the streets, but in reality, you got jobs that are paying people like you, me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For whatever you're doing, you know what I mean? You could be dope in Photoshop. You could be dope at copywriting, writing up stories and shit. And companies are paying people just like you to do what you're doing currently, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As opposed to a trapper in the streets, really trapping in the street,
So would you consider that slow money?
See, I wouldn't really consider it slow money. Like, the old me, the young me, were like, yeah, that's slow money,
Right.
But, being in the corporate, job, being in them fields and maneuvering around is like, you got people really out here getting that chicken, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You got engineers out here, you know what I mean? Managers and shit out here making $500,000.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? They ain't got equity in some of these companies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got people making 100,000, 200, 300, 500, 600 million, making dough.
So
doing regular a job, a square, whatever you think it is. You feel me?
So real, like from your POV, like,
and they only putting in 40 hours, my nigga.
How would you say or lace the people up on some game where how can you turn your slow money in business to fast money, working, let's say, working a job and then working a job? How can you
Well, see,
or
the thing
business,
is,
working your job or
so
on your own business?
so if you working, it ain't nothing wrong with working. You feel me? Like if you don't know what the fuck you gonna do, man, just go get a job. It don't matter what the job is, but like at least you don't want to be out here broke. You feel me? So you go get a job. You know, I would say go get a trade because the trade gonna be here forever. You feel me? As a just a ring dink. Like if you don't know what you gonna do, at least go get some type of trade to where you're fixing something that somebody always gonna need that shit fixed.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be around. So, just start there.
For real.
You know what I mean? So that eventually if you know what you're gonna do, then automatically go to it and start doing that, you feel me? And get your hands dirty, knowing that, hey, I'm doing this to get experience, to see how this shit is ran, you feel me? To eventually go open my own business.
And it might start off a little slow.
It always will start off a little slow. You feel me? So that's why you already get it and think it's slow, is because like when we first opened our studio, Clubhouse Studio, this one we opened like 5, 6 of them. This ain't the first one, but when we first opened them, it's like I tell my business partners, like, hey man, we gotta expect to take a loss for 6 months, bro, because you don't know what's gonna happen. So you at least give yourself 6 months to get something going, get something started. You know what I mean?
Don't expect
nothing, but do everything. Lay that brick every day. Post your shit every day. Market. Be out there. Like you can't just sit there and think shit gonna come to you. You really have to put in some work. And then once you put in that work, you figure out a way to automate it. And once you automate it, then you can be hands off. And once you know how to automate it and scale your business, then that's when you're making buku bucks doing the same thing you was doing since day one.
What you mean by automated, OC? Like
automated, that means it's like with anything that's automated. If it's automated, it's gonna do itself. Autonomous, you feel me?
Okay.
So you want to strive to make your business automated. You feel me? So that what that means is like when you sleeping, it's still running.
Okay.
You feel me?
Your shit running.
Exactly. So with this,
it's flowing.
It's flowing with this digital world and this digital revolution that we living in right now. You could be on your phone and you could have no tangible products. You could be selling your game, like we could be selling your knowledge, whatever your knowledge about. Somebody wants to know that. You can package it up in a PDF form, in an ebook, and sell it. That's a game. You feel me? You could sell that, and you get 1 million people, or you just say you get 500 people to spend $8 with you.
And by you having your website up and running around the clock, that's
you're
automated.
making money 24/7 because if you're selling a digital product, right? And I want your digital product. I stumble upon you. I want your digital product. Oh, bam. Go to my website. You can buy the digital product now. I'll go there. I buy it. Boom. Because it's on your platform. Because you already uploaded it. And you already did it the first time. Once they pay their money, the website is going to automatically send them their product. You don't have to do nothing. You just reap your benefits. You feel me?
That's what's up.
So all you got to do is scale that. You know what I mean? And the more value you give, the more people going to come to you. So you got to give value to receive value, But it start off slow. First, you got to attain the value to give.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So basically, you hopping in your business, whatever your field is or your skill is, and you gotta put your work in.
You gotta put your work in, but before all that, you gotta have a plan. You feel me? Yeah. Like we was talking about, if you didn't have a plan going to a trade, but if you got like the whole thing come down, you gotta have a plan. Yeah. You gotta have a plan for something. Because once you got that plan, then you know the steps to get the plan accomplished. You know what I mean? To attain that goal. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no plan, you like a chicken with its head cut off. You just running around here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And stay down and put in the work.
And stay down and put in your work. You know what I mean? Stay down till you come up. I'm a firm believer in that.
Stay learning in your field, within your field.
Within your field. You feel me? You might have to go work for somebody that's good at doing it just to see how they're running.
Internships.
You feel me? You might have to be a worker.
No money. You might have to learn. Hey, the best thing is to learn for free.
Even to become a boss, you could be inherit a business, but you still ain't that boss until you really go through them trials.
Emotions.
Emotions, because you could become the boss and the business crash. You know what I mean? We seen plenty of business just fall off the water.
Go belly up.
Bye. You don't even see them no more. They're gone. You know what I mean? Because of bad leadership. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not going with time, going with the trend, innovation. You know what I mean? So it's like we in the world now, you know, you get caught up in the wrong, in the old things, you know, when we're moving into this new world where it's so much money out here, you just literally just have to put it out there and market it and stay down and you'll come up. You know what I mean? It might be slow, but eventually, like I was saying, real, you're going to be doing the same thing that you started day one. You know what I mean? When you were getting paid a little bit of nothing for it, eventually you're going to be getting paid thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions for the same thing you're doing.
Yeah, and I was going, that just made me think of something off the dribble. Don't let, you know what I'm saying, when you see people bubble up over the internet, whether it's, you know, whatever field they in, it might be the music industry, it might be the clothes, fashion industry, it might be the food industry. You might just see them pop up, but don't think that's something that happened overnight. Exactly. Man, these people been grinding for years.
Man.
You don't see the hard work.
Man. You don't see it.
You're not going to see the blood, sweat, and tears.
You never see that. You only see the glistening glass.
You're not close up on them like that. You're not in their daily lives, but you just see them pop out, you know what I'm saying, going viral.
Exactly, going viral. So,
you know
what I mean? So, with that said, it's like if you see somebody doing what you like, you know.
Best believe they started off slow.
But better yet, don't sit there and try to think and wonder and plot about some shit that they did. You feel me? Because you gonna drive yourself crazy trying to, oh man, I think they did that.
Ooh, that's
You're doing too much. You feel me? What you should just in reality do is reach out to that person. Hey man, how'd you get here? Could you let me know how'd you get to A to B? 9 times out of 10, the person is going to be ecstatic to tell you because people like to talk about themselves, want to tell you how they got there. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say it's for everybody, but it's like, you know.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they gonna give you that game. You know. They're like, oh man, come over work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it'll happen that way. It might be slow, but in the long run, it's way worth it. Way more worth it. It's like E.T. was saying was like and he's the preacher, motivational speaker. He called himself the ghetto preacher, I believe. But E.T., you all know him. He was saying how he was doing motivation speaking for so long, you know, before. You know what I mean? He was actually reaping the benefits of it. You know what I mean? So he was doing his speeches, the same speeches he was doing, you know, giving his all, right? You know what I mean? And let's just say, you know, he was doing it, maybe say he was doing it for $1,000, right? But, you know, after he put that value and people start recognizing that value, you know, he's doing big shows, 100,000. You know, same speech, same shit. But it's 100,000 for the same shit. That's what I mean by like you're gonna be doing the same thing, but your value is gonna be even more.
And that maybe and it's like don't do nothing for the money.
No.
Don't do nothing for the money because
the money gonna come, bro.
The money gonna come if you jump into it. If you think you doing something for the money, that is not a genuine calling or a passion.
You're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna get tired of it.
Yeah. Like he said, like if it's really truly your passion,
you're gonna love to do it every day.
You're gonna start off, you ain't gonna be tripping off no money. You ain't gonna be tripping off no slow money. No, you would do that shit for free.
Exactly. And I don't want to take this out of perspective because it's like you ain't gonna do it for free because everybody need to eat and sleep and take care of their basic needs. But that's what I'm saying. But like you gonna cut a little deal just to get your name and get the value up to where it's like people gonna value you more. It's gonna be people that don't look like you, you don't even know. That's like, hey bro, I've been watching you. I like this food, bro. I know you charge this nigga, but here's 10,000 because I think you're not even. I think you work that. This is what I value you, bro. You know what I mean? And then from there on, you're gonna start getting clients to where they value you and they're paying you much money to where other ones would trickle off or only high value people will come to you because your worth will come.
I dig what you're saying because you might not get paid as much or you might get paid nothing, but at the same time in exchange you get an experience.
You're getting experience.
Yeah.
You're gaining more value. You're getting better at your craft. You're perfecting your craft. You feel me? To when it really matters, you're gonna be able to show up and show out.
For sure. You know what I mean?
As
long as you stay down. Stay down and
come
up.
Like Steve Harvey, man. Steve Harvey, I had to touch on that. Steve Harvey, yeah, I mean, in reality, I believe he lost his first wife because she probably didn't really believe in him and stuff. But he was going through some shit.
Oh
He was
yeah.
going through some shit, yeah, because he got remarried, and
Yeah.
he basically was telling jokes, but it wasn't really going his way until finally he got that break. And he was like 30-something years old. He'd say, I gotta go check out Steve Harvey interview. But he breaks it down and tell you, like, what I mean? How, boom, he stayed down and, he came up. And then he tell you again how he up, everything, all the money. And then he tell you how basically his lawyer robbed him and didn't pay his taxes. So, then the lawyer magically dies and shit. So he was stuck with, like, I want to say like $60 million owed in taxes. So he had to take every show around the world. He did everything to pay him off and pull himself out. They was saying he wasn't gonna be able to pay it.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, this gonna stress him out. No man could handle this amount of stress.
Yeah.
He said he went up there and prayed, you know what I mean? Went to work, man. Paid off the people, you know what I mean? And still had to maintain his lifestyle. Paid them motherfuckers $60-something million, nigga. And still was maintaining a $20,000 a month lifestyle. You feel me?
TTP, trust the process.
Trust the process, man. Trust the process, man.
For real.
Your faith and trust in yourself. You know what I mean? Because only
faith.
you gonna be there, nigga, in that casket, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it's over, it's only you, man. So definitely. So we gonna go ahead. I was one who was long-winded. We're going to go ahead and transfer to the investment side of fast money, slow money.
Investments. So you talking stocks?
Stocks. I mean,
stock
anything
market.
in investment. Anything. Stock markets, investing in clothes, investing in yourself, investing in anything in general is going to take time. Because with the rule of thumb is any investment that's coming back faster is usually a bad investment.
Okay, so we talking fast investments first?
Fast investment money first. So
okay.
It's like we can talk it off with the streets. We can
break
it
down
in the street aspects.
Break it down.
At the same time, it's like, okay, say you in the streets, man. You got a boy that's pushing merch. You know what I mean? Got the merch. You been out there doing good. You know what I mean? You believe in him. Okay, boom. You believe in him. You know what I mean? But he gonna tell you like, hey, bro, it's gonna take some time. It might take a year.
Tyrone got the merch.
You know what I mean? But it's still in the building phase. You feel me? Still getting the brand out. Still building. A little bit sales coming in, but every day is growing. You feel me? Then you got the other homie that's trapping. You know what I mean? He trapping. Okay. He Mr. D boy. You know what I mean? He got he got everything. One stop shop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can give him some dough. You give him 10, he guaranteed to get you 5 back if you want to do the investment because he's your boy.
That would be considered a fast investment.
That's the fast investment.
Okay.
The slow one is your boy with the merchant, legitimate. The fast is one, he in the streets. He gonna come. He probably had that in 2 weeks.
So the boy with the merch, he like, man, invest in
it. It might take a year.
It might take a year or two,
you know what I mean?
but I need you to invest in my clothing line.
Exactly. The other homie like, man, give me 30 bands, I get a bird, man, and I'm gonna give you 50. And it
in
might
a couple
take me
weeks.
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bam.
Okay.
He like, well, you go, you know what I mean? You go with him, your homie get locked up. Now you lost all the way. You go with your other homie, you know what I mean? Boom, you wait a year, you know what I mean? And boom, he booms.
Any one of the various scenarios could pop off with the homie with the brick.
Exactly. Anything can happen.
He might run off on you.
Might run off on you, might get you.
Somebody might run off on him.
Might get popped, might get killed. It's too much variables. But the other homie
it's
is
a fast
merch.
investment.
It's a fast investment. It's fast money. You can get it back quick in a couple months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you can invest this other same man, and you know what I mean? You could grow that shit to $1 million brand. Just off that same 20, 30K. You know what I mean? It's just, but you want it so faster right now. It's like you want 20K in a couple weeks, or you want $1 million in a couple years.
Yeah. That goes back to the streets and the culture. It's like we want that instant gratification. We want it now. But you know what I'm saying? That's what we here for. We trying to, open people's eyes and our own eyes as well, because we learn it too. We trying to let people know, like, man, like, you ain't always got to have it now. You sit down, slow up, trust the process, it's going to come.
It's going to come.
It'll come.
It's going to come with any, like the long-term investments. you know, is usually a little bit more safer, you know, and a little bit more better, you know. But it's fast money, it's flow money, in these investments too, especially when you come with stocks
Okay.
and you know, fucking with the options and shit, you know, that's
Yeah.
fast money.
Right,
You know,
right.
because you literally betting on a stock right then in that day to go up or go down, and you taking that, you making that money right then in that day. 5 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, you making that money right then and there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But just as fast as you make it, just as fast as you can lose it.
Talk that
You know
shit.
what I mean?
We talking
So-
stocks now. People's.
So it's like just as fast as you make the money in the stocks, you could lose it.
Would that be day trading?
That's day trading. That's I consider that fast money. You feel me? So slow money is a person that's just buying the actual share of the stocks and accumulating the actual shares of the stock. So it's like for instance, Apple.
I don't mean to cut you off, real, but is that what 50 Cent did? What that move that 50 Cent busted? Was that a long?
That was a so you,
Was that a slow investment?
That was a long. That was a slow. I would consider that a mixture of both.
Okay.
It was a slow term, fast money making motherfucking scheme.
Yeah.
So basically, 50 invested in vitamin water. You know, I believe like when it was pre IPO and shit. You know, he brought up majority of the shares, so he was majority of the owner of it or something, right?
Yeah.
Or there was like a failing brand and he just bought the brand. You know what I mean? And then put his marketing behind it. You know what I mean? Because he already was big. He had the G Unit and shit at the time.
Okay.
So, I'm not totally accurate on the numbers, but, you know, these are ballpark ranges. So what 50 did was, let's just say he bought this water company, Vitamin Water at the time, when it was still brand new, you know, regular. He bought them for like, you know, 200-300K, right? So he bought the Vitamin Water for 200-300K.
Invested in it. Okay.
Start, you know, promoting it, come out with his own thing, putting everybody in.
Because he got some shares now.
He got some shares, but he could really own them. He really bought the company, I believe. I really think he bought the company. Okay. You know what I mean? And then took him. It was probably like pre-IPO. Then took him public. So when he went public, you know, he bought majority of the company. So he made something like $100 million when he sold that fucking company. Okay. Off of a play, you feel me? So it's like he bought into the company when they were FUBU, when FUBU was just coming out in Dame what is it, Dame Johns that did the FUBU?
I don't know his name.
You know,
he was on the Shark Tank.
Yeah. Then so when he went to his mom to get to have her take out a loan against her house because he had already sold all. He had already had the orders. He just didn't have the products.
Mm-hmm.
He had the orders and the people already paid the bread. He just didn't have the products to get the shit made.
Who the FUBU dude?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So his mom put up the bread for the house and got the money to get all the products. He sent it out, pay moms back, and take the profit.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And that was the start of FUBU and how, you know what I mean, he made that big brand. You feel me? And made millions.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So it's like the same thing. It's just like he just did that with clothes. You know, you can say the same thing with Kanye. Kanye did it with the Yeezys and shit. He did the same thing. It's just that it took time. You know what I mean? But now Yeezy's a $1 billion brand. You know what I mean? A luxury brand at that. A black-owned luxury brand at that they did not want to let people in there.
I like that.
You feel
me?
me?
Up there with Gucci.
With Gucci, and you feel me?
This shit
so
costing.
Like,
I like the fact that we
he's doing it. Exactly. I like that fact.
We as melanated people got shit coming out that's expensive and and of quality and designer. Exactly. I love it. Like charge motherfuckers. Charge them motherfuckers.
Make them motherfuckers proud to pay like Nip say, man.
Yeah.
Because they doing it, and they doing it, and it's getting juiced off our culture. So we invest in yourself, invest in you.
Sure,
you know what I mean? And
I like we putting a ticket on our shit.
That black dollar bouncing.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I mean? Because it's time for us to start retaining some of this wealth, man. We putting out billions of dollars in our community. We need to have that circling and have that dollar bouncing off of us. You know what I mean?
I don't like the idea of the fact that they think we gotta come out with something and it gotta be cheap.
Yeah. Buying black ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Buying black ain't cheap. Don't play it.
Don't connotate us with cheap. Hell nah, don't do that. Nah, we coming out. We
royal. Bro.
Whether it's food, clothes, whatever.
Our shit A1.
it could be a
And if you're selling
motherfucking
some
bathroom
cheap shit,
product.
nigga, step your shit up.
Yeah,
Step your shit up.
We encourage.
And charge more.
We encourage
and
the people.
And tell them, motherfucker, man, this shit ain't cheap. This is luxury. This is meaningful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So enough. I like that.
So, you know what I mean? In the investment side, you know, it's going to go fast and it goes slow. You know what I mean? Usually a fast investment go bad. Sometimes it could go good, but it's risky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
High risk, high reward. You know what I mean?
That made me think about
low risk, steady reward.
That made me think about slow and steady. Made me think about the IRAs.
Yeah.
In your retirement plan.
Roth IRAs, exactly.
Roth, yeah.
Roth IRA or your 401.
Yeah.
It's like you put $2,000 in it every year for 30 years. It's going to compound like 1.8 million in 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every year it compounds. It compounds. It's called compound interest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As opposing, you know, just putting that 2,000 in it in the bank and just letting it sit and stacking that up. You only gonna get a couple 100,000.
Talk that shit.
Not compounding on the interest.
Talk that shit real. So that's a slow investment.
That's a slow investment because it's gonna take 30 years. But it's like in reality, you feel me? You live in by the time you move to 3 houses, it'd been 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could have bought a house, but instead of you just moving around, you throw your money away. You might as well throw your money away into the house. You know what I mean? That you own because say you don't want the motherfucker. At least you can sell it and get your bread back.
Yeah.
Instead of paying rent, you know what I mean? And you can't get that rent back. You know what I mean? You can't get that.
Keep the getting.
So it's just like that with everything, you know? You just gotta apply that methodology to everything, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want your money just sitting there. Because if your money is just sitting, then you're going broke every day. Because you need your money to make money for you every day.
And it's your choice. You need your money, but is you gonna choose fast money, or is you gonna choose slow money?
Exactly.
And that concept is applicable to every field and aspect of life and game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got the fast and the slow. You know.
Mm-hmm. And just like you say, you got the fast and the slow.
Yeah.
We ain't knocking either one of them. But if you get the fast money, get the money fast and get out fast. And put the money fast as possible into some legitimate shit that's gonna keep making you some money.
Yeah, if you gritting and grinding, you know, remember that this game was always just supposed to be a stepping stone, you know.
To get to the bigger legitimate things. All the dope boys all started off doing dope shit to eventually go legitimate. That was always the recipe.
Let's get back to that.
Somewhere it got misconstrued to like we doing this for trap or die. Nah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Trap, get out, nigga, get rich. Then, put your family on lead generational wealth, then die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showing up.
That's the narrative.
Showing up. We changing the narrative with a little bit of game here and there, sprinkling y'all like 40 sprinkled us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, man, you know, we ain't gonna hold y'all too long. You know, I'm gonna wrap it up with giving you my personal favorite is, you know. My personal favorite is both, you know. I like getting the fast money and the slow money. You know what I mean? So how I'm gonna wrap it up is like,
how you gonna wrap it up?
How I wrap it up is like, I like getting fast, legit money, right? Because, you know, once you find a way to get fast, legit money, you do that, right? But then you gotta find another way to put your fast money into another tool that's gonna make you even more money in the long run. You know what I mean? So basically, get your fast money, hopefully it's legit, right? And put it into something like stocks, like shares. Buy one of the top companies, one of the top 5 companies, you know, in the stock market. And every time you get that fast money, say you make a band a week or 2 bands a week, right? And you got, you know, $700 to spare, you know, every week, or, you know, just 500. Take 500 and park it in the Apple, park it in the Microsoft, park it in the Tesla. Park it in one of them companies, because you all know if you got 10 bands sitting around, you're going to go spend it on yourself or somebody else. You know what I mean? It's just natural. Because you got 10 bands, oh, I could do this. Or, oh, I could do that. Or somebody know you got 10 bands, oh, I can ask them for that. You know what I mean? Nah, go park your shit in one of these companies in the stock market, and 10 years down the line, you keep parking, and the next thing you know, your money in 200x in 5-10 years. And you like, what the fuck? You know? So That's what we gotta do. You know what I mean? Don't just let your money sit in the bank where it ain't
Invest it.
Because your dollars always gotta be making more dollars.
Don't be scared to go along and trust the process with that slow investment. Because that
Yep.
slow investment could turn into some cold, fast cash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I dig that, real. You know what I'm saying? I dig that. And, you know, off the dribble, off the noggin, I feel like, you know, I like to tap in with the youth.
Yeah.
And because the youth is the future, and they be the ones who need to get it the most, because when we was young, we needed it the most, and we probably didn't get it the most. So,
exactly.
you know, we still learning every day. You know?
Every day we learning.
So I want to say to the youth, to whomever,
whomever you're concerned,
don't let that fast cash, that fast lifestyle trick you. You know, that shit be seeming fun as hell, fun as fuck. That should be seeming like, you know, you need to get your thrills, you know, and you got the little chicks, the little honeys. They love to see a dude, you know what I'm saying, getting some fast cash, and the dudes, they think they need to get some fast cash to catch some fast ass, some fast honey. Don't let that lifestyle trick you, you know what I'm saying, because it seemed fun, and it might be adventurous, but that shit can stop like that. That shit could be over in a second, you know what I'm saying? So
sitting there thinking about it, huh?
So yeah, we never looking down on nobody or judging nobody, you know what I'm saying? Only God can do that, but don't let that fast life trick you, you know? Keep your head on a swivel. If if you gotta do what you gotta do, just survive in it.
Yeah.
Don't let it trick you. Don't get caught up in the get aim. Don't get caught up.
Don't get comfortable.
Exactly, and complacent, and know your end game.
Know your end game, man.
This is just a means to an end.
Yeah. And just know that sometimes that means that you're trying to get can really end you for real. So just think about that before you do anything, man. Just realize that, you know, it could take a couple seconds. It could take 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take for you to do whatever you do and fuck up the rest of your life.
Because we understand you got to go down your own path.
You got to go down your own path. But it's like if you choose something too detrimental, then you'll be sitting in the 8. They got somewhere playing for you already. That's all I'm gonna say. They got somewhere playing for you. It's an 8x8 with a toilet in that motherfucker.
2-man cell.
2-man cell. Now these days, niggas is triple bunk in these motherfuckers, man. So you know what I mean. Y'all shitting and pissing and doing everything up in there. You know what I mean. He fart. You gotta smell that shit. Shit. You gotta smell that shit. So you know what I mean. They got something for you. You know what I mean. They got a plan for you if you don't got a plan. So that's why I'm telling you, go get a plan. You know what I mean? Because they got a plan already for you, man.
So, you know, like Jay-Z, if you start off on your D-boy tip, you know what I'm saying, make sure you end wearing a suit and tie. Change clothes on
Change clothes, man.
And like Meek Mill, you know, a famous bar from Meek Mill's, man, don't you ever take a risk and go and spend it on some designer, man.
Don't ever take a risk and come back with some designer.
Learn how to put that money up. Don't, you know, if you're getting it fast, don't spend it fast. Tuck that shit.
Tuck that shit, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's all we got for you, man. I'm your boy, Elsie.
And I'm Jay Hine, and this Peep the Game.
Peep the Game, man. We over and now. Check this shit out, man.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
YouTube, you know what I mean?
Like, subscribe,
all that.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Hey, man, and we got some good shit coming on for these next episodes, man. You know, this was 15. It was his legendary. You know, we about to go break this. We're going to break it off in season 2. And we got some real special shit for you. I know we've been saying that, but we got some real special shit for you.
We gonna turn up the knob, turn up the heat.
Bit, you know what I mean? In the kitchen, and you know what I mean? Hopefully we don't kick y'all out, man. Hopefully y'all come join us, man, and go away, you know what I mean? But this Peep the Gang, me and Han, we out, man.